All right, welcome, 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 welcome. I am, I am your host, Coach Ken, aka the Doctor, aka the Professor. And tonight I got a good one for y'all. So what I'm gonna start doing, y'all. I'm going, but well, before I tell you what I'm gonna start doing, hey, invite your friends. Come on in, y'all, because we're gonna just talk grown folk talk tonight. We're going to talk grown folk talk tonight. All right? Get on in here. And look, invite your friends, family, but the grown ones. All right? And so if you would, give me some likes and give me some hearts so they can invite more people for this conversation. So tonight, last night, I gave y'all some education and empowerment. Tonight, I'm gonna give y'all a little entertainment. And so you'll see in a second what I actually mean about the entertainment because I'm going to do something from time to time that I do. And tonight, you're going to be the coach. You are going to be the coach. I'm going to let you in to my world, and you are going to see. Last night was good, y'all. Last night was real good. Mac Cheese, you missed it. Go to my Instagram. I think it's still up. It's still live. I did a I did a session on the commitment conversation. How do you communicate when you want to know where the relationship is going? What do you do? What do you say? How do you do it? What's up? What's up, Great Dimples? You already in the game, baby. You already in the game. All right. So tonight, though, if y'all hang tough, tonight we really going to talk about relationships from a different perspective. Because what I realize is it is always easy to say what you will or what you won't do until you're faced with that situation. And so I am going to allow you all to be the coach tonight. So if you could, and y'all hang with me, we're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna have some fun tonight, and I'm going to share something with y'all. All right, is that cool? I'm trying to be like you, Great Dimples, with the glasses. You know how I do. All right, but before we do anything, I would like for you to tell me your name and where you're checking in from. Because you could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with me tonight. So I want to properly acknowledge you. So tell me your name, first name, and where you're checking in from. First name and where you're checking in from. So we got Portia Lawson from Huntsville, Alabama. We got Jennifer from Maryland in the building. We got Nina from Detroit. We got Great Dimps from the A in the building. We got Mackenzie from Portland in the building. Denise from Chi-Town in the building. All right, who else we got? She okay? All right, Santana from Rhode Island in the building. Lisette from California. Tammy from Virginia. She in. I'm not sure what it is that she. Lydia from Chicago. Gloria from Georgia. We got Binky from Chi-Town in the building. Miss Lemon Pepper from Cincinnati in the building. Karen's, or is that Karen's from Texas in the building. We got Aaron from Houston. We got, hey there, Karen from Yonkers. Mika from South Carolina. I don't know nobody in Yonkers. Oh, DMX, y'all. All right, Talanda from Pittsburgh in the building. Isabel from Northern Ireland in the building. Thank you so much for joining me. You could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with the doctor tonight. Who else we got before we get started? Because I want to properly acknowledge you because, like I said, you could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with me. All right, Shaniqua Smith. Hey, Sandy from Atlanta in the building. Hey, where my people from? Normally, I got people from YouTube and Facebook. No comments over there. Ain't but y'all look. Tell me where y'all from. All right, tell me where y'all from, so that and then we can get started. At least I get one or two people from either YouTube or Facebook, and then I can at least say we're ready to roll. Anybody from? Who else we got? Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl. Good to see you, hon. We got Lady Gray from Huntsville, Alabama, in the building. Jamie Lee from Austin, Texas, in the, down the street, in the building. All right. Good. All right. So here's what we're going to do tonight. I put up a video today. And the video we just put it up one day, y'all, and the video got 100,000 views on Instagram. And what we decided to do, we're going to decide to start putting up content from my life as a coach. And so what happens is I get a lot. I did get some love on IG today. We did, but I get a lot of problems that I solve for people. And they're not the easiest problems. And let me say this, the things that I solve for people are not always black and white. Sometimes, y'all, relationships are not black and white, shades of gray. And so for some of you who know, and I'm going to talk to all of you about it before the night's over, some of you know that I'm on a TV show called Unfaithful Caught in the Act. Okay, you follow me. But then some of you know that I started my own production company and I'm producing my own movies now. And so before the end of the show, I'm going to talk about it. And my show that I'm producing is called Decisions Are Never Black and White. And the reason I did it, and y'all, it is blowing up like crazy on Prime. So on Amazon Prime right now, and I'm going to tell some of y'all go watch it tonight. We have over 25,000 minutes of watch time in 2 weeks. And it's a series. It's 3 episodes. And I did it because I wanted to take the letters that I get, the dilemmas that I find myself in, and I want to share it with the world. Now, before you go, I'm going to want all of you to go watch it tonight. And once you watch it tonight, I want you to go to Prime and I want you to type in Decisions Are Never Black and White. Or you could go to my bio. Go to my bio, click on my link tree, and you will see the link to Amazon Prime Video. It's going to say Decisions Are Never Black and White, y'all. And y'all, it's good. I mean, people like it. Everybody, we got so many people watching. Tina says, I'm having trouble getting the show. Why, Tina? What's the deal? Go to Prime and type in Decisions Are Never Black and White. Come on now. Tell me what's going on. But anyway, so we're gonna talk about that later on. But that TV show, all of these scenarios came as a result of me getting these type of things from the TV show. So tonight, here's what we're gonna do. I want to read this. Tonight, each one of you, you're going to be the coach. And tonight, we're just going to have a conversation. And I want y'all to do something. Here's your assignment. As the coach, you're going to be Coach Ken's protege. All right? And you're going to have 2 clients come to you tonight. and you have to instruct them on what to do. See, it's easy to say, I wouldn't do that. I ain't gonna do this. But it's different when you're the coach because you have to coach people based on the best thing for their lives, the best things for their life, not necessarily your life. So I'm going to start off by reading this letter. I'm going to start off by reading this letter. And what we're going to do is y'all going to put in the comments, I want you to know to tell me what should they do because you're going to be the coach. You're going to coach them. All right, here we go. All right. It says, the first letter says this: Dear Coach Ken, I don't know how you're going to react to what I'm about to say. I got married recently. I dated a woman for 1 year. After 6 months, I knew that she was the one for me. Her feminine energy, the way she communicated, she was so respectful and she was super duper attractive to me. Since we both had been divorced, I wanted to do things differently. I wanted God to be at the center of it. As much as I wanted to smash, have LOL, have sex with her, I decided to refrain. This was going to be my wife, so I'm good. Here's where it gets tricky, coach. On my wedding night, I was rock hard. I was solid, ready to go. My wife came out of the bathroom and I noticed that she looked different. I would later find out that she had been wearing butt pads to make her butt look bigger and more shapely than it was. I was attracted to her and that part of her body. I feel like I was deceived and my attraction level went down. What should I do? What should I do? Now, let me tell you, I talked to this guy. So let me tell you what the deal is. And I want to ask you, what do you think he should do? Because here's what he said. What he said was, I wanted to do things the right way. I didn't want to have sex with her beforehand. I wanted to wait. And I was attracted to her. She had nice breasts. She had a nice butt. And he said on his wedding night, he realized when she came out of the bathroom that she had been wearing butt pads. He felt like he had been deceived. Now, you are the coach. What should he do? First of all, was he deceived? I got 2 letters tonight, y'all. And see, be careful what you say because I got 2 letters. But the first one is, was he deceived? And number 2, should he stay in the relationship or should he get it annulled because she didn't? Someone says, you use a 9-5. I feel the same way with those pads. What's up, Rocky? That go my dog Rocky, y'all. Rocky works with me on the TV show. Rocky said, tell him to pay for the BBL and shut up. Hold on, Rocky. So should he stay? I mean, should he stay? Or is that grounds to leave? What do you think? What do you guys think? I would like to know because because I gave him some advice. You fell in love with the wrong parts. It's fixable. Okay, listen, y'all keep this same energy. Somebody said this, he should stay. He should stay. Okay, he fell in love. He should stay. All y'all women saying he should stay. I need keep the same energy. Somebody says, Denise says this. He was only attracted to her body and physical appearance, so he should find someone who has the real thing. But Denise, he was attracted to everything about her. But the truth is, did she deceive him or not? Because she had an opportunity to tell him, but she didn't, right? Somebody says, have a conversation of honesty. Robin says, Rocky says she should stay. Rosa says, stay. Just like the newlyweds, the man having me D. Hey, Rosa, you know I'm going to read that letter next. Because everybody here is saying he should stay. All right, hold on. She was okay. Sid said she was wrong. Okay, but he said, tell me that. Peaches says, hold on. Peaches says, hold on, come on back, Peaches. Peaches says, just have a question for him. I would ask you, do you love the woman? He does love the woman. All right. Somebody says she deceived him by putting fake body parts. He was already in love. Now she made the calculation. She made the calculation that yes, he was in love. Now my question is, why didn't she not tell him before that night? Because he had already made it clear to her. He said, I'm attracted to you. Oh, I love that booty. I love your breast. And he said, I love you too, but I'm attracted to those things. He said, but I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to wait. And yes, he looked the same that he did before. All right. She was wrong, but it sounds like his attraction was only physical. Nope. His attraction was not only physical. He loved everything about her, but the physical part of it was a part of it to him. He loved her. That was not the case. He loved her. And so what I'm telling you is, did she deceive him? She knew what she was doing. That's why she waited to take the pants off. That is why she waited to take it off the night of the wedding. Somebody says, the rare breed says she's dead wrong. If she lied, she'll cheat. All right. She should have told him, Cheryl says. She said she should have told him. Yes. Now, yes, he was. Sweet Tea says, yes, he was deceived. Now, why didn't she disclose this info? I'd say it's deception. Now, here's the thing, y'all. So let me explain something to you. Whenever you're in a relationship, and I'm going to tell you what advice I gave him. Whenever you're in a relationship, what we try to do is we try to put our best foot forward. We send our representative, am I right? And everybody does it. Every human being does it. We send our representative. The problem is, and this is what I told him, and I'm going to tell you how it ended up, y'all, because Coach be dealing with some hard stuff. I said, the truth is, every single person under the sound of my voice, there are things you always send your representative at first. There are things that you withhold from the conversation with the other person. Everybody on this call, you don't tell everybody everything. Not a person under the sound of my voice tells everyone everything. Now, so everybody here makes a calculation whether or not you should tell a person certain things about you, right? Now, so when I talked to him, I said, what she did was she made a calculation that the love that you have grown, the love that you have accumulated for her would overcome any information she withheld from you. Okay? I'm explaining this to him. Now, y'all hang on for letter number 2, because I want to ask y'all, all y'all who say she should stay, keep the same energy. And so what I told him was, I said, right now, you're upset because you feel like the choice was taken away from you. Whenever we feel like our choices are snatched from us, we feel deceived. And so he was harping on that. And I said, yes. And I said, let me ask you a question. I said, is she less attractive to you now that you know that she has been using butt pads? He said, yes, she is less attracted to me. And I said, do you love her any less? He said, I don't love her any less, but I may be attracted to her less. Okay, now watch this. I said, now let's say it again. I said, if you don't love her any less, I said, the truth is, it was deception. We all, we all withhold information. We all deceive other people in some form or another if you look at it that way. Because everybody on here, there are things that you withhold about your past. And anybody can say I'm a lie, you're a lie if you say you don't. There are things about your past you withhold from people. And you make a calculation, especially if you decide that that I'm falling for this person, that I'm getting connected on a deeper level. Then you're faced with a deeper situation. And the deeper thing you're faced with is, wow, because now my connection is deeper than it once was, I am afraid to say the things because I'm afraid to lose this connection that I have. And so here's what I told him. I said, and y'all listen to what coach. This is why I'm a coach. That's why I'm good at this shit. This is why I've helped so many people. And I said, number one, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to her and I want you to communicate what you feel. Because if you hold in what you feel, you're going to resent her because you never said it. And then you're going to stop touching her. You ain't going to want to touch her. You ain't going to be. And so I said, tell her how you feel. And he was like, what? I said, tell her how you feel. And I said, when you go to her and tell her how you feel, I want you to let her know that the deception has caused you to feel a certain way and that the trust that you've lost has to be rebuilt. And he was like, wow, I don't know, coach. I said, do it. I said, do what I ask you to do. So I said, so he did it. Yeah, you know what? Sherelle said he ain't spanked that butt on that butt before they got married. He said he did in the pants, and it felt like a butt. And I said, you ain't slapped that ass or nothing. He said, but coach, I've done it the wrong way so many times. I've done it the wrong way so many times. Now, Rocky to my, he is petty Patrick. She should leave him. Rocky, no. Hell no, Rocky. That's why you do what you do and you expert at it. You great at what you do. That ain't what no coach would say. No, because what I told him to do. Well, this happened 4 years ago. And guess what? He did what I said do. And guess what? They still married. And he said, I love her today more than I did before. And I told him, I said, but why he was getting angry is because he felt like his choice was taken from him. He felt like he was deceived and he felt like his choice was taken. I said, that is the reason why I said you must say it to her. And then once you say it to her, you look in the woman's eyes that you love. And when that woman speaks to you, because she's going to tell her what's on her heart once you tell her. And then she said to him, and he told me, she said, I was afraid that the man, you were everything that I ever wanted. And I've told you everything else about me. And she said, I figured that all of the things I've made clear that I've told you, that it would override this. And some people on this call are saying the man was superficial. And I hope you keep the same energy with the second letter. A lot of people on this call, a lot of you ladies are saying he's superficial because it was something that he wanted, something that he liked. All of y'all, I see all of y'all saying, ooh, that's superficial. Ooh, that's superficial. Ooh, he look bad. Now watch this. They together because of what Coach taught. Now here's the second letter, because I want y'all to keep the same energy. The second letter is this. Here we go. Dear Coach Ken, and this is a real letter, just like the first one. Dear Coach Ken, I have a small, big problem. I met the man of my dreams about 2.5 years. She said 2.5 years ago. Okay, no, she said 1.5 years ago. I'm sorry. He communicates well. He is emotionally vulnerable and is generous and kind. He's everything I've ever wanted in a man. He is what I've been asking God for. He is what I've been asking God for. Both of us are in our 50s. We have both been divorced. I work with a lot of divorced people. Because we wanted to get to know each other on a deeper level, we decided not to have sex. I chose these two letters for a reason. Because we decided not to have sex before we got married. We got married 6 months ago. Everything has been okay, I guess, but there is one problem. On the night of our wedding, he couldn't get hard. Okay? I was very disappointed because I wanted him. I thought it was an isolated incident because of his excitement. I found out later that he had a form of ED, erectile dysfunction. I feel deceived because he never told me. Everything else about him is great. But this part I'm wondering about. Why didn't he tell me? I feel deceived. What should I do? Now it's funny. Now what should she do? Should she stay with him? All of the people who were listening who said, oh, he's superficial about the butt pad. Now tell me, should she leave him? Uh, of course, ED can be worked on. It's a physical issue, but yes, that's why they got Viagra. Cheryl said crickets, crickets, crickets. I want to ask. All right, okay. Shoestring says no, she shouldn't leave. Okay, all right. I would stay. It's that I would stay. But what my friends tell me, that's a deal breaker for most. But he should have told her. You're right. He should have. And she was deceived. so Sid said, yes, leave him. Wow. Okay, there are other ways to please a woman. That happened to me and I left him. How many of you think the woman should have stayed? The man should have stayed for the woman about the butt pads, but this right here is still deception. Now, and some of y'all like, no, she should break camp. My wife even said, oh no, hell no, I'm out. I'm like, come on, honey. My wife even said that. Now listen, what would y'all do? Now listen, y'all the coach. What would you tell her to do? If you were the coach, what would you say do? What would you tell her to do? Because here's the thing, all right? His issue can be fixed, just like the woman. See, Denise, I like Denise. Denise could be a coach. Both, but both are deception, Denise. You're absolutely right. They're married now. Hold on a second. They're married now, but if he knew he had a problem, he's wrong for not saying it. You're absolutely right. Just like I told y'all the other situation. What did I say? Hold on. See, you know what, Rocky? You funny, Rocky. Rocky talking about she crazy for buying a car without test driving. Rocky said, Rock say, look at here. Look here, you better test drive that thing. My guy that I left said he didn't want to take no medicine or anything, so I left. I understand that. Because if he doesn't want to fix the problem, and so I'm going to tell y'all the advice I gave her in a second. But I'd like to know what you think. Because y'all, the truth is, notice what she said in the letter, y'all. She said, this man was everything I wanted. She said he communicated well. He was honest. He was kind. He was everything that I ever wanted. Okay? Now, do you just throw away all of that? Do you throw it away? Do you throw away all of that? So what I'm asking you is, he hid it for the very reason that she hid it about the butt pad. Because by the time he probably thought the night of his wedding, he would be able to get it up. He probably thought that he would be so excited that he would be able to. Okay. And so my question to you all, as her coach, she said in the letter, and I have it here, she said he communicates well. He's emotionally vulnerable. He's generous. He's kind. He is a provider. She told me all this. All right? You're right. He wasn't honest. Just like the other one wasn't honest either, Wanda. Did you feel like the man should left the lady with the butt pad? She wasn't honest either. And so ED is not grounds for divorce, but is deception grounds for divorce? I hope somebody said, this what it should. Who is this? Cheryl, the writer. Cheryl said, since he weak in the hips, I hope he's strong in the lips. I love it, Cheryl. Sherelle, I love it, Sherelle. Sis says, what if we don't want to fix the problem? Okay, you bring up a great point. So here's what Coach did. Yeah, of course he knew. He knew. Here's what Coach did. Coach, now listen to what Coach said. The reason why I'm a coach and why, first let me tell you the outcome. The outcome is, now I'm going to tell you what I told him to do first. What I told her to do was simply this. I said, number one, go to him and tell him how you feel. I said, and tell him exactly what this felt like. And tell him that you felt that you were deceived. And I want you to tell him because if your relationship is ever going to grow, you have to rebuild trust. I call it trust mountain, y'all. Now I want you to understand how this works. And this is going to be my lesson for every one of y'all for tonight. Y'all all know I have to give you a lesson. In both of these scenarios, both of them fell off a trust mountain. So think about trust like this. Think about trust like this, y'all. Think about trust as a mountain, right? When you meet somebody, you start at the bottom of the mountain, okay? And everything you do in the relationship, you climb the mountain. For instance, every time you tell the truth about something, you move up the mountain. You see, what people don't realize is you don't move up the mountain with the person agreeing with what you're saying. That doesn't get you up the mountain. That just gets you agreement. You see, here's how you climb Trust Mountain. Number one, your words and your actions line up. Every time there is an incident where your words and your actions line up, you get to climb up Trust Mountain. Okay? Number two, every time you say something to your partner or the other person that is sensitive, that is delicate, but you still communicate with them about it, you still tell them the truth, even if it hurts them, you actually move up the mountain. You move up the mountain. Now watch this. Every time you support the person emotionally, you move up the mountain. Every time you support the person physically, you move up the mountain, right? And so until one day you get to the top of the mountain where a person trusts you unconditionally, right? Now, this took time to rise up this mountain. But here's the problem. There are some things that you can do in a relationship that erodes the trust, that you fall down off trust mountain. You may not fall all the way to the bottom. You may fall just a little bit down and you can earn it back. The reason why cheating and betrayal is so devastating, because you fall all the way off of the mountain. And everything you did to get up the mountain, you either have to do again if the other person will allow it, or you may not, because everything I have ever believed about you when you were climbing the mountain is a lie to me. And so, this thing, the reason why I said go talk to them, talk to him, and talk to her, is because you immediately start the building back up Trust Mountain. And so, y'all, I need y'all to understand something. It is easy for us. This is why I love these right here. It is easy for us to say. It is easy for us to say what we will do when we're not in the scenario. This is why you need a coach to help you navigate it. Because if you've never experienced something, what you're going to do is have visceral responses, anger, frustration, and you're going to do things that are not necessarily for your well being moving forward long term. And that is why, y'all, I did the series, Decisions Are Never Black and White. These two questions, y'all, it's easy to say. And so, what I want y'all to do, and why so many people are watching, Decisions Are Never Been Black and White on Prime, Amazon Prime. We went up 2 weeks ago, y'all. We got close to over 20,000 hours, 20,000 minutes of watch time. Here's what I want everybody to do. I want you to go to Prime, Amazon Prime, and I want you to type in Decisions Are Never Black and White. And you'll see yours truly on there. I did this series because y'all, these are real things. And after you watch the series, I want you to come join my Facebook group, Decisions Are Never Black and White. And I want you to tell me in each of the 3 episodes, what would you do? What would you do? What would you do if you were faced with those situations? I want y'all to write this down. Watch them tonight. Decisions Are Never Black and White. Decisions. Yo, if you want to watch one episode, it's $1.99. I'm not going to lie. For the whole season, it's $4.99. But it's worth it. It's worth every bit of it, y'all. And in the process, go support what Coach is doing. Because, y'all, at the end of the day, here's my mission. My mission is to make relationships better. My mission is to put more couples together. My mission is to restore relationships. Y'all, I'm not the kind of person, y'all been listening to me. For those of you who've been with me a while, I am not the kind of person who bash men. I don't bash women. I think all of us have to level up. All of us have to be better. Everybody has to want to be a better version of themselves. And if you're not willing to be a better version of yourself, you're not ready for a relationship. And if you're in a relationship, if you're not willing to be a better version of yourself, I doubt very seriously if that relationship is flourishing. And so what I'm going to tell y'all as I sign off, here's what I'm going to tell y'all. From time to time each week, I'm going to give y'all something to just ponder over like this. Because, you know, I love to teach. But y'all, there are real lives behind these questions. They're real lives. So I want you to go to Amazon tonight and watch Decisions Are Never Black and White. Peaches says I was hoping for another one. Yeah, Peaches, you'll get another one next week. All right, I think I'm gonna teach one more day this week, but you'll get another one. But Peaches, you can get 3 of them, 3 different ones. If you go watch Amazon Prime, you'll get 3 different ones. Whoo-wee! Whoo, y'all. And then y'all join my Facebook group. Decisions Are Never Black and White. And let me know what y'all think. All right. I appreciate everyone Uh, I would love. Well, send me your letter. Send it to. I want you to read my letter. Send it to Coach Ken Canion. My name, Coach Ken Canion at gmail.com. All right. Somebody says, I'm sorry, sir, but I won't be here tonight. Oh, I have to babysit my granddaughter. That's okay. We'll watch it tomorrow then. I'm on my way in about 20 minutes. Okay, watch it tomorrow then. All right, y'all. Other than that, thank you for your time. I appreciate y'all and for listening to just some of the stuff I have to do. I have to deal with. All right, y'all. Peace. Decisions are never black and white. Amazon Prime.